Welcome to my channel Rare Coins Shop, because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're diving deep into one of the most surprisingly rare and sought-after coins in modern American history, the 1975 United States 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson nickel from Denver Mint. This coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but don't be fooled, it's a coin that has stunned collectors and shaken up auctions, and for good reason. Now, let's talk about what makes the 1975 Jefferson nickel so incredibly special. First off, this coin hails from the Denver Mint, one of the busiest mints in the country, and 1975 was a year of transition and evolution for the U.S. Mint. Most coins from this era were mass-produced for circulation and were never expected to gain collector value, but a select few were minted with rare and unusual errors that have elevated their worth to extraordinary levels. It's these imperfections, tiny details that many overlook, that have turned this 5-cent coin into a 5-figure masterpiece. The first thing that makes this coin so valuable are the minting errors, mistakes that occurred during the striking process at the mint. The 1975 Jefferson nickel has been discovered with incredible errors such as off-center strikes, where the coin design is visibly shifted to one side, or double die obverse, where the details of Jefferson's portrait or the date appear double due to a misalignment in the die during production. These errors not only make the coin extremely rare, but they also make each flawed version completely unique, meaning no two error coins are exactly the same, which is a dream come true for collectors. Another major reason collectors are going wild for this coin is the full steps variety. This refers to the number of visible steps on Monticello, the building featured on the reverse side of the nickel. On most Jefferson nickels, the steps appear worn or incomplete due to the way the coins were struck and circulated. However, if you can find a 1975 coin where all the steps are clearly visible and perfectly defined, known as full steps, you could be holding a rare gem that commands a serious premium on the collector's market. These full steps varieties are prized because they reflect an especially sharp and clean strike, making them stand out dramatically among the millions of other coins. So how can you tell if you're holding one of these rare and valuable nickels? Start by examining the date, 1975, and make sure the coin has a clear D mint mark just to the right of Monticello, indicating it was minted in Denver. Then take a good magnifying glass and closely inspect the steps on Monticello. Count them carefully. If you can see 5 or 6 distinct steps without breaks, that's your first clue you may have a full steps variety. Then check for signs of doubling on the numbers in the date or on the lettering, especially around Jefferson's face and the word Liberty. Any doubling or misalignment could be a sign of a valuable error coin. In recent years, rare versions of the 1975 nickel have appeared at major coin auctions, and collectors have been willing to pay premium prices for coins with perfect condition, rare minting errors, or those coveted full steps. These aren't just small auctions either. We're talking about well-known numismatic events where coin experts, historians, and serious investors come together to bid on the rarest of the rare. The excitement around this coin has grown significantly, and more collectors are now searching for it than ever before. And here's the part you've all been waiting for, the potential value. If you're lucky enough to discover a 1975 Jefferson nickel with a rare error, such as an off-center strike or double die, in combination with a full steps designation and preserved in uncirculated condition, your humble 5-cent coin could be worth as much as $98,000. That's right. $98,000 for a nickel that most people wouldn't think twice about. It's a staggering figure and a testament to how powerful and fascinating the world of coin collecting can be, so don't underestimate the change in your pocket, because that little coin might be your ticket to an incredible payday. Start checking those coin jars, dig through your drawers, and look through your collections, because these valuable nickels are out there, and the demand for them is only growing. With the spotlight now shining brightly on the 1975 Jefferson nickel, there's never been a better time to become a part of this amazing hobby and uncover hidden gems that others overlook. And if you think you might have a coin like this, or if you've ever found a coin with unusual markings or features, we want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share your discovery with the community. We love hearing your stories and helping you learn more about the treasures you might already own. Second rare coin, we're about to dive deep into the world of American coins and shine a spotlight on one very underrated yet surprisingly valuable gem, the United States 5-cent coin from 1987 with the Denver Mint mark. Yes, that's the 1987 D. Jefferson nickel, and what looks like a common coin in your change could actually be worth a small fortune if you know exactly what to look for. Now at first glance, the 1987 D nickel might seem just like any other coin. After all, hundreds of millions were produced by the Denver Mint that year. But as every seasoned collector knows, it's not always about how many were made, it's about the few that were struck with rare characteristics, unusual minting errors, or features that separate them from the rest. These are the coins that stand out at auctions, grab the attention of numismatics professionals, and make headlines when they sell for jaw-dropping prices. What makes this coin so fascinating to collectors is the possibility of hidden mint errors that are often missed by the untrained eye. One of the most coveted variations is the double die error, where design elements like the date, mint mark, or lettering appear doubled under magnification. This happens when the die that stamps the coin shifts slightly during production, resulting in a second impression that overlaps the first. If you find a 1987 D nickel with any noticeable doubling, especially around the word Liberty, the date, or Jefferson's eye, then you might be holding something extremely special. Another incredible feature that makes this coin so collectible is the off-center strike error. Imagine a coin where the design is pushed to one side or partially missing altogether. These errors were created when the coin blank wasn't properly aligned during minting. The more off-center the strike, especially if you can still clearly see the date and mint mark, the more valuable and rare it becomes. These quirky misprints are like fingerprints, completely unique, and highly desirable among collectors who specialize in error coins. Let's not forget the holy grail of Jefferson nickel collecting, the full steps designation. This refers to the number of clearly visible steps on the Monticello building on the reverse side of the coin. Typically, regular circulation wears these steps down quickly, so a coin with sharp, full detail showing all 5 or 6 steps is a rare find indeed. A 1987 D nickel with full steps and no contact marks or scratches is a showstopper in any collection and can be worth far more than its face value suggests. If you're trying to spot these rare features in your own coin collection, grab a magnifying glass or even better, a jeweler's loupe. Look carefully at the date, mint mark, and the details on both Jefferson's portrait and Monticello. Even the smallest error could mean a huge payday if it's certified and graded properly by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. And yes, condition matters. A coin in mint state with no signs of wear, stunning luster, and strong eye appeal will always attract premium offers from serious collectors. Recently, these rare 1987 D nickels have made waves in coin auctions, with bidders from around the world competing for the highest grade examples with unique mint errors. These aren't just sales from small-time dealers either. Many of these coins have gone through top-tier numismatic auctions, where verified rarities have sold for thousands of dollars depending on their condition and unique characteristics. The buzz around the 1987 D nickel has grown stronger over the years as more collectors realize just how rare certain variations can be, and now, here's the moment everyone's been waiting for. If you happen to own a 1987 D Jefferson nickel that features a rare minting error such as a double die, off-center strike, or full steps, especially if it's in uncirculated condition, you could be holding a coin worth as much as $50,000. That's right, $50,000 for a nickel that might be sitting quietly in your collection right now. It's an incredible reward for those who pay close attention to the tiniest details and understand the value of true rarity. So take another look at your collection, check those old jars, and inspect your coin rolls. You might be just one discovery away from an unbelievable payday. And if you think you've got a special 1987 D nickel, or if you've ever come across any interesting coin errors or oddities, we want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share your story with our growing community of passionate collectors. Who knows, you might inspire someone else to make their own amazing discovery. Third expensive coin, we're talking about the United States 5-cent coin from the year 1964 with the Denver Mint mark. That's right, the legendary 1964 D. Jefferson nickel, a coin that may look simple, but could be hiding some incredibly rare features that have made it one of the most exciting coins in today's collector's market. Now, why 1964? What's so special about this year in the world of nickels? Well, 1964 marked a pivotal time in U.S. minting history. It was the last year that nickels were produced with such massive numbers before the mint temporarily halted the use of mint marks in an effort to stop coin hoarding during a coin shortage. The Denver Mint struck an enormous number of these 5-cent pieces, but hidden among the common coins are extremely rare varieties and error versions that are now commanding staggering prices at auctions across the country. Let's talk about what makes this coin so fascinating, and potentially so valuable. One of the rarest features that collectors hunt for in the 1964 D. Jefferson nickel is the full steps variety. If you flip the coin and look at Monticello on the reverse side, pay very close attention to the steps. A regular strike will show blurred or worn-down details due to rushed minting and circulation wear. But if you find one where the steps are fully struck, clear, sharp, and unbroken, that's what's known as a full steps nickel. These are extremely difficult to find in high grades, and when you add in a rare error, the value can skyrocket. Another detail that sets this coin apart is the presence of double die errors. These occur when the coin die shifts between strikes, creating a noticeable doubling in areas like the date, the word Liberty, or even the mint mark itself. The 1964 D nickel with a visible double die obverse or reverse is a collector's dream. These doubled elements might appear subtle at first glance, but with a close inspection under a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe, you can spot the fascinating layers in the design. That kind of minting anomaly adds immense historical value and uniqueness to your coin. Some rare 1964 D nickels also show die cracks, clipped planchets, or off-center strikes, all of which are considered mint errors that significantly raise a coin's value. An off-center strike, for example, might show Jefferson's head partially missing or the rim of the coin unevenly struck, giving it a dramatic appearance that collectors go crazy for. These errors are not only rare, they're often one of a kind, making them absolute gems in any numismatic collection. If you want to identify these rare varieties yourself, start by checking your 1964 nickels for the D mint mark just next to Monticello on the reverse. Then, examine the steps. Can you see 5 or 6 clearly defined lines without interruption? If so, that's your first sign you might have something truly valuable. Next, check for signs of doubling, especially on the date or around the lettering. And finally, inspect the coin for any signs of irregular shapes, cracks, or missing portions. These can all be clues that your coin has a rare and valuable minting error. Over the past several years, top coin auctions and numismatic shows have witnessed some amazing sales of the 1964 D nickel in pristine condition, especially those with full steps and confirmed mint errors. Collectors have paid enormous premiums for high-grade examples certified by professional grading services like PCGS and NGC. These coins have become symbols of excellence in collecting, and their value is only increasing as more enthusiasts and investors enter the hobby with a passion for finding hidden treasures. And now, for the most exciting part of all. If you are fortunate enough to own a 1964 D. Jefferson nickel with full steps and a rare minting error, whether it's a double die, off-center strike, or clipped planchet, and it's in top-grade condition, your coin could be worth as much as $100,000. Yes, you heard that right. $100,000 for a 5-cent piece that many people overlook without ever realizing the incredible value it holds. So go ahead and check those coin jars, dig through those old drawers, or flip through your collection with a fresh eye. The 1964 D nickel may seem common at first, but finding one with the right combination of rarity, error, and condition could turn it into one of the most valuable coins you'll ever own. The demand for this coin is only growing, and the numismatic world is buzzing with excitement around new finds and rare varieties that continue to surface. We'd love to hear from you. Have you ever come across a 1964 D nickel with strange features or signs of doubling? Do you have one with crisp full steps or an off-center strike? Let us know in the comments. Share your stories, your questions, and your discoveries with our amazing community of collectors who are just as passionate about coins as you are. Especially, we're unlocking the secrets behind one of the most fascinating and underrated coins in modern U.S. numismatics, the 1985 P United States 5-cent coin, also known as the 1985 P Jefferson nickel. This coin, minted in Philadelphia, might look like just another piece of everyday change, but what hides beneath the surface could shock you. That's because certain rare versions of this coin have been known to sell for eye-popping prices thanks to a combination of scarce minting errors, unusual characteristics, and collector demand that's growing stronger by the day. The 1985 P nickel may not initially stand out to the average person, but serious collectors know it holds some incredible secrets. During this period, the U.S. Mint was pushing out coins at high speed to meet circulation needs, and with that fast production came mistakes, minting errors that were never intended to reach the public but somehow slipped through the cracks. It's these errors, paired with uncirculated condition and precise details, that make the 1985 P nickel a true hidden treasure worth hunting for. One of the most talked about features among experts is the double die error, a rare but highly desirable variety where the coin's design is imprinted more than once due to misalignment during the minting process. Look closely at the date, the word Liberty or Jefferson's face. If you spot any signs of doubling, even the slightest shadowing or blur in the design, you could be holding a coin worth far more than its face value. These kinds of doubled elements are incredibly sought after because they only appear in a limited number of coins, making each one a valuable outlier in the larger coin population. Another standout trait to look for is the off-center strike, which occurs when the coin blank isn't perfectly aligned with the die during the striking process. This causes a portion of the design to be missing or pushed toward one side, creating a very dramatic and collectible error. Some off-center coins may be only slightly misaligned, while others show Jefferson's profile shifted completely to one side. These are especially prized if the date and mint mark are still visible, as they confirm authenticity and help identify the coin's origin. Of course, no serious discussion about Jefferson nickels would be complete without mentioning the rare and coveted full steps variety. The full steps designation refers to the steps on Monticello, shown on the reverse side of the coin. If you can see 5 or 6 clean, uninterrupted steps beneath the iconic building, and your coin is in high mint state condition, that's a major green flag for collectors. These full steps nickels are difficult to find, especially from the 1980s, because most coins from this era suffered from weak strikes or heavy circulation wear, making a sharp, well-preserved example extremely valuable. If you're curious about how to check for these rare traits at home, start by grabbing a magnifying glass or a coin loop and closely inspecting your 1985 P nickels. Look at the date and mint mark, which should be located just next to Monticello. Make sure the P for Philadelphia is crisp and clearly defined. Then scan the entire design for doubling, die cracks, or off-center details. Flip the coin and carefully examine the steps of Monticello. Can you count all of them without any breaks or fading? If yes, you may be holding one of the most desirable error coins in circulation. In recent years, high-grade examples of the 1985 P nickel featuring rare errors or full steps designations have made waves at professional auctions. Some have sold for thousands, while others, especially those graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC at MS66 or higher, have pushed collector excitement to a whole new level. These coins have gone from overlooked to highly prized, and as more collectors enter the hobby, the demand for these rare nickels only continues to grow. With each passing year, the opportunity to find these treasures becomes even more thrilling for both seasoned experts and curious beginners, and now, for the moment every coin collector and enthusiast has been waiting for. If you are lucky enough to own a 1985 P Jefferson nickel with a dramatic mint error, such as a double die or off-center strike, and if that same coin has been preserved in uncirculated condition with the coveted full steps visible on Monticello, then your small 5-cent piece could be worth up to $70,000. Yes, you heard that right, $70,000 for a coin that many people still overlook in their loose change or old coin rolls. So don't wait another moment. Go check your pocket change, search your coin jars, and flip through your old collections with a fresh perspective. That ordinary-looking 1985 nickel might just be a life-changing discovery waiting to happen. The coin community is buzzing with stories of new finds and rare varieties, and yours could be the next headline maker. The world of coins is full of surprises, and the 1985 Jefferson nickel is the perfect example of how history, art, and mystery come together in the palm of your hand. If you've ever found a 1985 nickel with unusual features, or if you have any questions about what to look for, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. We love hearing from you, and we're building an amazing community of collectors who share tips, stories, and knowledge every single day. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, your next rare find could be closer than you think. Last unique coin, we're diving into one of the most exciting finds from modern American coinage, the 1974 United States 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson nickel. This coin may seem ordinary to most, but what you're about to discover is that certain rare versions of this nickel have sold for jaw-dropping amounts of money, all because of a few powerful details and errors that turn this everyday coin into something truly extraordinary. The year 1974 was a significant period in U.S. coinage, and the Jefferson nickel continued its long-standing run as the face of the 5-cent denomination. Struck in both Philadelphia and Denver mints, the coins from this year were mass-produced, but what makes the 1974 Jefferson nickel stand out isn't how many were made, it's the very few that were made incorrectly, or better yet, uniquely. These are the coins collectors are after, and some of them are now valued beyond what most people ever imagined for a nickel. One of the most exciting things about the 1974 nickel is the variety of errors that have been discovered in circulation. One of the most sought-after varieties is the double die obverse, where the design elements, such as the date, the word Liberty, or even Jefferson's I, appear doubled due to a rare misalignment of the die during minting. These are not easy to spot without a careful eye, but with a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe, collectors can see the doubled edges on the numbers and letters, turning a regular coin into a rare find worth serious money. Another prized error for the 1974 nickel is the off-center strike, which happens when the coin is not properly centered during the minting process. This creates a very noticeable error where parts of the design are missing or misaligned. The more dramatic the off-center strike, and the more detail that remains visible, such as the date and Jefferson's portrait, the more valuable the coin becomes. Collectors love these mistakes because they are instantly visible and make each coin truly one of a kind, and let's not forget the legendary full steps designation. If you flip the 1974 Jefferson nickel and look closely at the Monticello building on the reverse side, you'll see a series of steps at the base of the structure. Now here's the secret: if all 5 or 6 steps are clearly visible and unbroken under magnification, that coin may qualify as a full steps variety. These are incredibly rare in higher grades from the 1970s and are considered a major win by collectors because they signify a sharp, flawless strike that survived without circulation damage. Collectors should also keep an eye out for die cracks, clipped planchets, and other striking anomalies. Even small imperfections, like a rim that wasn't fully formed or a coin that shows a strike-through error from foreign material, can add major value. These errors often go unnoticed in general circulation, which is why some of the most valuable examples are discovered not in rare coin shops, but in everyday pocket change or coin jars that have been sitting around for decades. In recent years, high-grade and error-filled 1974 Jefferson nickels have surfaced at top auctions and have been certified by leading grading services such as NGC and PCGS. These coins, when preserved in mint state condition and verified to feature rare characteristics, have become hot commodities among serious collectors. Some of these nickels have made surprise appearances at estate sales, flea markets, and even inside old collections inherited from grandparents, so the possibility of finding one is more real than ever. And now, for the moment that will leave every coin collector's heart racing. If you happen to come across a 1974 Jefferson nickel that features a dramatic error like a double die or off-center strike, and it also shows a full steps reverse with all steps perfectly intact, and if that coin is in uncirculated or mint state condition, you may be holding a piece of American numismatic history worth as much as $65,000. Yes, you heard that right, $65,000 for a 5-cent coin that most people would never think twice about. So go ahead, start digging through your coin rolls, revisit that old change jar, and take another look at the nickels you've set aside over the years. The 1974 Jefferson nickel could be your hidden treasure, waiting to be discovered. Its demand in the collector world is only growing, and as more people learn about the rare varieties and minting errors, these coins are becoming even more valuable on the open market. If you think you found a 1974 nickel with some unusual features or just want help identifying one, drop a comment below. We love hearing from fellow collectors, and this community is full of passionate people ready to help, share, and celebrate each new discovery. Whether you're an expert or just starting out, your next valuable coin might be closer than you think. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed today's deep dive into the 1974 Jefferson nickel, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next exciting coin that could be worth a fortune. Keep hunting, keep learning, and remember, the most valuable coin could be hiding right in your own collection.